This is Jamie Bodley from the Doula Mentor, and today we begin on our series on 7 mistakes doulas make that cause burnout and end their career. These are really important topics. Many doulas are not even making it to 3 years in the business before they're out, and so we need to talk about the mistakes that can impede you from sticking around and from making the money and having a fulfilling career as a doula. So let's jump right in. Mistake number 1, you are afraid of money, so you end up doing lots of free and reduced price bursts. This is a really big problem for a lot of doulas. You can't give full service doula work and get reduced price fees. It just doesn't balance out at the end of the day. And pretty soon you're discouraged, you don't feel valued, and you walk out of the field to get a job. So let's talk about some of the beliefs that doulas have that lead them to do this. The first belief or thought is, I'm not experienced enough. I need more experience. So you jump on these reduced and free bursts to get experience. But even so, there's always more to get. There's always someone else who has more. You never feel like you can charge enough. And eventually you're in a vicious cycle where you're taking lots of free and reduced price bursts and working yourself to death. You work really hard, but you're not making the kind of money you would like to make. The next thought is, no one will pay me that much money. This is a really big one too. We undercut ourselves regularly, and that's a problem. When a client says, I can't afford it, and I know we've gone over this before in a couple of videos for those that are not new to the Doula Mentor, but we'll review it again because it's an important concept to get through and to really embrace in our business. When a client says, I can't afford it, one of two things is happening. Either one, they're really not interested in your service or don't see how it brings value to their birth experience, or two, they really just don't know how to afford it. It's not they can't afford it, they don't know how to afford it. One really big question you can ask after a client says, I can't afford your services, to kind of figure out what track they're on is, so if money weren't an object for you, would you want to work with me? Would you want to hire me as your doula? Oh my gosh, yes, we would sign the contract tonight if we knew how to make this happen, but we just can't afford your fee. Okay, so you know you're in number 2 land. You know that they just don't know how to afford it. So they want your services. They've seen the value of your services. So now you've got to strategize with the client. Could they explore their flexible spending account? Could they explore their insurance? Could they explore their health savings account? Do they have a savings account to draw from? Could they look at their baby shower and ask for funds for a doula to help out? Is that an option for them? Just explore some options. Maybe it's cutting out lunch once a week for each member of the couple, and it's doable. Asking them, would a payment plan help you to be able to afford my fee? All great questions to find out how they can afford your fee. Don't just jump to reducing your fee. There's almost always a way to figure out how to afford it. So work with your client and really explore that with them. If you ask it and the client says, well, if money weren't a problem, maybe we would, I'm not really sure. I'm just not, maybe they're not sure what they're looking for in a doula. Maybe they're not sure how you can help them. You've got to explore that, and you've got to figure out, do they really want a doula? Can I really benefit them in the way they're hoping for? You've got to explore that. You've got to paint the picture of how you're going to help them reach their birth goals. And sometimes that'll work and you'll get a signed contract, and sometimes the client will walk away saying, it just doesn't seem like this is what I'm looking for. And that's okay. You won't get everybody, but this will get you a few more closings. It will help you a lot and you'll get paid what you're worth. The other thought is, what if I charge that much and I can't deliver? Wow, that's a big thought. What if I can't deliver? Take a look at your expectations of yourself. Take a look at what the client's expecting. If you're able to meet those, you're going to be fine. Yes, it's a little more responsibility when you charge more, but that's why you're charging more, because you're willing to take that on. You're willing to take care of the client. And now you have the money, the resources to do it and to do it well. With these thoughts, with this mistake, some things end up happening. They're just natural consequences. And that is, you fail to build a thriving doula business. So you're always trying to make the bills. You're always feeling behind. You're always feeling overworked. You don't get to go out and do fun things with your family and friends. You don't get to take care of yourself after a birth. All of these things are happening as a natural consequence of not charging enough for your services. You can't take care of yourself. I've even heard doulas say they didn't get anything to eat while they were at a birth because they just didn't make enough money. That's a really sad state. It should just not be that way. So you need to really charge enough to make sure you have a thriving business, and you need to teach your clients to value what you have to offer. If individuals jump on the internet and see, oh, I'm looking for a doula, and the first 3 they get are, oh, I'm a doula, I'm going to give a reduced price rate, why would they even look for a full price doula? We have to stop undercutting each other, we have to stop undercutting ourselves, and we have to become, as a community, willing to support each other and value one another and the service we provide, and that's the money we get. That's how people value us. That's how we learn to value ourselves in many, many ways. Of course we love what we do. We love helping mothers have good births. We love seeing healthy mothers and babies. All very important outcomes. But at the end of the day, we still have to pay our bills, and those good feelings do not pay the electric bill. They don't put gas in your car. The bottom line is you've got to be charging and making enough to have a good business, and that means you've got to value yourself. Doulas who continually do free or reduced price births end up lacking confidence in themselves. They never feel like anybody values them. They don't even value themselves. That's a big problem. If you lack confidence, that affects so many areas of your life. Your family, your ability to interact in social situations, your confidence. When you introduce yourself, who are you? What do you do? If you're just like, oh, well, I help moms through birth, and they say, well, how much do you charge for that? Well, you know, I charge $600, but I can lower my fee as low as $300 if a family really needs it. You have no confidence in yourself. You have no confidence in what you do. Am I supposed to hire you and trust you with my birth, my most important day of my life? Heck no. I want a doula who says, this is what I do, this is what you're going to get when you ride with me, and this is how much I charge for it. She's going to take me through it. She knows she can do it. She's got the confidence. I want her. I want to ride with her. I don't want to ride with the person who's kind of like, I don't value myself. Who do you want to be? Of course you want to be the doula who values herself. You want to be the one that has the confidence. You want to be the one who's collecting full fee. We all do. Of course you do. Another thing that happens with this mistake is that you keep comparing yourself to other doulas. Well, she can charge $1,000 because she's had all these classes and all this experience, and she's all this, and I'm never going to be that. I'm never going to be able to charge $1,000. I'm always going to be stuck here at $400. Well, if you keep in that mindset, yes, you're going to be stuck at $400 because you're just comparing instead of making a plan. I want to be able to charge the $1,000. For me, $1,000 doula is XYZ. She's these things, she has this training, and this is what she does. And in order to get there, I need to take these classes, I need to get this experience, I need to do these things, and here's my timeline and here's my plan. Then you're working towards it. You have somewhere to go. And you incrementally increase your price until you get where you want to be. And then you can get there. And as you write this, you recognize that you are going to hit obstacles and challenges, because we all do, all through the process. That's where a mentor can really help you accelerate the process. They've been here, they've done it. You know what? They can help you see the obstacles. They can help you find ways to overcome the obstacles. In addition, they can help you find opportunities maybe you'd never even thought of. A mentor is well worth your investment in time and money, because they can help you see things you might not ordinarily see. Just like you come into a client's birth at home, and you know what happens? She's all upset. He's like, I'm out of ideas. I have no idea what to do. You walk in, you dim the lights, you put the music on, you talk to her calmly. Let's just sway through this contraction. Breathe with me, hang in there. Let's get through a couple of these, and then we'll figure out what needs to happen next. All of a sudden, everybody's calm. She's breathing through her contractions, she's doing it, she's regaining her confidence, she's overcoming the obstacle, the sticking point where she is, and labor's moving on. That's exactly what a mentor does for you. She helps you calm down, she helps you breathe, she helps you look at the obstacle, and she helps you confront it and overcome it. And that's what we all need. It's a big challenge as a new business owner, as a new entrepreneur out here in a world where, oh wow, how do I even do this? Your training did a great job teaching you how to be a doula. What it didn't do was teach you how to be a businesswoman and how to make this work for you. Another thing is, we work hard. We work really, really hard. And I think I talked about this a little bit earlier, but you don't work smart. You're working so hard and putting so much energy in and having no time for friends and family. You need to work smart. You need to find smart strategies, things that simplify your life, things that organize the way you're doing things, processes that make it easier and easier and easier. Tomorrow night is the webinar where we talk about stop the struggling, stop the juggling, and learn how to be a successful entrepreneur. Come join us and learn some more processes and some more tips. I'll see you tomorrow when I give you tip number 2. Have a great evening.